Hello guys, Robot1 here, and today we have got the Future of Yugioh for you guys. And today we are going to be looking at all the new support that has been released on Dev Pro recently. So we've got a lot of cool new stuff to talk about. We've got some new Odai support here, we've got some new interesting cards coming out in like Code of the Duelist or around then. And we've got some new Legacy support as well, so that's really interesting. Now, guys, just before this video starts, I think I'm getting a little bit of a cold, so if my voice sounds a little off or I start sniffling a bit during the video, just know it's because I've got a bit of a cold. So now without that out of the way, let's get straight into this. So the first card we're going to be talking about is Odai's Lance Dragun. And Odai's Lance Dragun is a light, level 8, 3000 attack, 2000 defense monster. So from what I can see from this right away, it's essentially Odai's with an extra 500 attack points, which is pretty cool. Especially seeing as it's got all this new cool tech on it. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, let's get into its effect. If a pendulum monster / monsters you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can tribute summon. You can tribute one monster special summon this card from your hand. So that first effect is it's alright. It's alright. Being able to just tribute one monster to special summon this card from your hand. It can be pretty decent, but if you ain't got any monsters on the board, then it's kind of irrelevant. But it's not terrible effect. Its next effect is if this card attacks your opponent, you cannot activate spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step. That's not a bad effect either. I wish they added like monsters as well, because we kind of get around the Utopia the Lightning thing, but I don't think that's going to be very strong in our meta right now. So it's not bad, but it's not good at the same time. And I think its last effect is if an Odai's cards you control would be destroyed by battle or card effects, you can destroy one Odai's card in your hand, monster, or pendulum zone instead. So that's a pretty decent effect if you're playing in a pure Odai's deck. Just being able to back up your entire deck, your entire Odai's Lance Dragun here with protection, other than its own opponent can't activate spell trap effects. All in all, though, I don't see this card being a very good card in the Odai's deck, though. But it's an interesting card that may be teched at 1 if people do choose to play in Odai's, even though Odai's won't be lasting on one more format. But you know, it's an interesting card. So the next card we have to talk about is Supreme King Servant Dragun Odai's. Now this is obviously one of the cards that Zark summoned in one of his many duels. So let's get into what its effect actually is. So its pendulum effect is you contribute one Supreme King Servant monster, destroy this card, and if you do, add one pendulum monster with 1500 less attack from your deck to your hand. So that's not actually that bad, because you could be like, destroy one of your Supreme King monsters on board, tribute this card, destroy this card, and add any other pendulum monster in return. Then you can just pendulum summon this back along with the servant monster you tributed. So that's not an actual bad effect in my opinion. But its monster effect is, if this card is in your hand, you contribute 2 Supreme King Dragon monsters special summon this card. If a pendulum monster you control would be destroyed by battle by an opponent's monster, any battle damage is inflicted to your opponent is doubled. Wait. If a pendulum monster you control battles an opponent's monster, any damage is inflicted to your opponent is doubled. Okay, so that effect is actually pretty decent. With it just being able to say, oh, I make all pendulum monsters deal double damage. So it's basically got a very much boosted effect over Odai's effect, where only Odai's could deal the piercing double damage. But now all pendulum monsters have that ability as well, which is quite crazy in my opinion, because it allows quicker FTKs. Its next effect is, during either play, for summon up to two face-up Supreme Dragon King servants and / or Supreme King Gate monsters pendulum monsters from your extra deck in defense position. Except this card. That's an alright effect, because if this card would be your last defense, you could be like tribute it, put up 2 walls so you can protect yourself for next turn. So that's actually a pretty decent effect in my opinion. I'm gonna test this out myself, but we obviously won't get it in time for the format we're gonna be playing in it, because this card is one of the cards coming out in Code of the Duelist, which is kind of annoying in my opinion, because we won't actually get a lot of time to test this out. So I'll have to see what I can do with it in Code of the Duelist area, see if pendulums can be somewhat viable then, but right now I don't think so, because you would only probably be able to special summon a maximum 1 from the extra deck, so this effect is kind of a meh, in my opinion. The next card we are talking about is Supreme King Servant Dragon Dark Rebellion. So obviously this is the Dark Rebellion variant of the Supreme variant of Dark Rebellion. Let's get into its effect. Obviously it's a 25/2000 Dark monster rank 4. It takes 2 Dark Pendulum monsters to make, and its effect is: once per turn, if this card battles an opponent's monster before damage calculation, you can deal just 1 it sees material from this card. Change the attack of the opponent's monster to 0, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to the original monster's attack. So, right off the bat, that's an insane effect. Like, being able to just detach one monster, being able to just target one monster. Being able to just attack a monster and make it instantly 0, and also gain all the attack that you made it 0 too, is insane, because you're going to be essentially maybe getting 4k damage from this one card. And sure, these changes only last until the end of the turn, as it states here, but still, you can do this effect on your opponent's turn, you can do this effect on your turn, and if you can somehow make this attack twice, I could think that would be an FTK piece right there. So if you could somehow summon Performage Trick Clown? No, not Performage Trick Clown. Performage Trapeze Magician, and have this on board, that would probably be a game-winning situation right there. So this is just an insane card in my opinion. Its next effect is: during either player's battle phase, you can return this card to the extra deck, summon up to 2 face-up Supreme Dragon King Pendulum monsters from your extra deck in defense position. So basically, summon 2 Supreme Dragons or 2 Supreme Gates from your extra deck in return for this going back to the extra deck. That effect's not going to be viable, like I said before, but it's an alright effect. It's alright. Okay, so those are the new Supreme Dragon King monsters. Let's go on to the next thing we're going to be talking about, which is Zombinia. Now, when I saw Zombinia, I instantly thought, this is a very interesting card. Now, this card is an Earth, level 4, 1400 attack, 1500 defense. Its effect is: if this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's cards by battle or card effect, you can target 1 level 4 or lower monster in your graveyard, except Zombina, special summon it. Now, sorry guys. Now, the reason this is interesting is, if this card dies by any means, you can instantly summon any monster in your graveyard practically. Now, I know this doesn't have a lot of practicalities nowadays, purely because what we're going to be going into, what decks we play, pendulums of course is a thing. But looking at this card as a whole, this could have some major potential in the Link era. Because if you set this and you've got some amazing monster in the graveyard, and this dies, you could instantly just summon that amazing monster from the graveyard, and and just gain effects and all sorts of different advantage. Now, I know it's kind of slow, purely because it has to be destroyed by your opponent, but you can also crash into your opponent's monster to summon a monster. You can do anything, really. Plus, this is a new zombie monster, so I could even see my tails taking this in Lightsworn Zombies, purely because of this one effect. Like, it's not a terrible card, it's an interesting card, guys. Just being able to summon any level 4 or lower monster from the graveyard is pretty good. Plus, if metal foes are somewhat still relevant in the Link era, which may or may not happen, it depends on if Konami actually come out and say we can use pendulums with Link monsters. I still assume we can because you can use tokens, but then you could easily just play this with, say, any other deck, as metal foes as an engine, of course. Then you could pop the Zorbina and then recycle the card in graveyard that you really need more, and just be able to gain advantage from that, because this is it's a very interesting card in my opinion, guys. Like, there are reasons why this card can be good. Oh, no, you can't destroy it with a metal foe. Sorry, that was my mistake, guys. But you could easily just crash it, or you could just set it, and it's got potential. It's got potential, guys, in my opinion. We'll obviously have to see what happens with it, but in my opinion, it does have some potential. The next card is Treasure Panda. Treasure Panda is a Earth, level 4, 1100 attack, and 2000 defense. Its effect is you can banish up to up to 3 spell trap cards from your graveyard. Face down, special summon 1 normal monster from your deck with the same level as the number of cards you banished. Now, Treasure Panda is another interesting card in my opinion. If it's a late game sort of situation and you have monsters in your deck along with Treasure Panda and spell trap cards in your grave, this could be an instant Link monster, and just knowing that, it's an interesting card for the Link era, and I just really wanted to show it off in this video purely because just getting a free monster by banishing 3 useless spell and trap cards, it can be pretty legit. So it's an interesting card, guys. Don't get me wrong, I know this isn't an amazing card, but but it's an interesting card just to shout out here. So yeah, that's Treasure Panda. Let's move on to the next card, which is Trickster Lycorisika. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Don't know if I'm right or wrong. Its effect is during either player's turn, you can reveal this card in your hand, then target 1 Trickster monster you control, except this card. Special summon this card, and if you do, return that monster to the hand. Each time a card is added to your opponent's hand, inflict 200 damage to your opponent. So, this is essentially kind of like a hand trap sort of thing, where if you control or use this Trickster monster, you can return that Trickster monster to your hand, special summon this, and in return, if your opponent's sending a card at that point, they will take 200 points of damage as well. Sorry guys. But, yeah, you can basically special summon this card from your hand, and then, if your opponent's sending a card, they take 200 damage instantly. And for the Trickster deck, that's actually really good, because the point of Tricksters is to deal as much damage as possible to your opponent through burning and other means. So it's an interesting sort of card effect, and I'm interested to see what it will do for the game. So it is kind of interesting, guys, in my opinion. So yeah, that's Trickster Lyco. Let's go on to the next card, which is a new Spiral monster, a new Spiral Gear, and it's Spiral Gear Last Resort. Now, Spiral Gear Last Resort is an Earth, level 4 monster, machine effect, 1000 attack, 1000 defense. Its effect is, you can target 1 Spiral monster you control. So you can target Spiral Sleeper, you can target Super Agent, you can target Tough, you can target Quick Fix, you can target Jet. Wait, Jet? Drone, sorry. All of those monsters are able to be targeted by this card. Spiral monster you control. Equip this card from your hand or field to the target. Okay. While this card is equipped to a monster by this effect, the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Alright. Gives it a bit of a Magispector thing. Also, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Yeah, so this is straight out a Magispector making card, which is quite cool. Once per turn, if this card is equipped to a monster by an effect, you can send 1 other card you control to the graveyard that the equipped monster can attack directly this turn. So, that effect's kind of interesting, I would have to say, because you can equip this card to a Spiral monster, your probably Super Agent, with a drone already on board. If your opponent's got a ton of cards, tribute the drone, boost your Super Agent, and then get rid of, say, a resort that's doing nothing for you, and might be destroyed during the end of the turn, and then just attack directly for big damage. Other than that, it's kind of interesting. Like, this card is a great card, in my opinion. Like, I wish it just said it was unaffected by opponent's card effects. Purely because, like, that's essentially what they did. They made it unaffected. Well, they didn't make it unaffected, but they made it untargetable and undestroyable. But I wish they made it undestructible. I mean, unaffected by all card effects. And obviously, you'll not be able to be destroyed by battle. That second effect, where it can attack directly, is pretty interesting. Like, all in all, this is a very interesting card, in my opinion. And it kind of gives Spirals a new sort of outlook, in my opinion. Plus, you gotta love the artwork on this card. It's just Super Agent getting ready to go against Sleeper. That looks sick. Okay, so let's go on to the next card we're talking about, and that is Traptrix Coronatus. It's an Earth, level 4, 1500 attack, 300 defense. 1300 defense. Its effect is unaffected by the effects of other normal whole trap cards. So the essential effect of every Traptrix monster, its main effect is, when this card is normal summoned, you can add one Traptrix monster from your deck to your hand. So it's Stratos. Okay, yeah, this is the Stratos of the Traptrix monsters now. It's kind of like Momelio, where it searches trap hole cards, but this is just the actual Stratos of the deck, being able to search like Dionea, Momelio, any Traptrix monster you want. So yeah, we got our Stratos now for the deck. Its other effect is, once per turn during either player's turn, you can target one set spell trap card you control. Return that target to the hand. Then you can set one spell trap card from your hand. So that's an interesting effect, because it basically helps you dodge stuff like Twin Twisters. Like Twin Twisters, MST, Cosmic Cyclone. Essentially helps you dodge all stuff like that. So this card is interesting, being a Stratos and just a card that helps dodge plays and stuff. So yeah, that's quite an interesting thing. I can't wait to see what it actually does like in the Code of the Duelist era with Traptrix, because maybe this will revive stuff like Hat and stuff. I don't know if it will, purely because stuff like Stargrails is going to be a thing. Like Stargrails, now that I've actually looked at the deck and how it can play, it's a lot better than the Traptrix. So we'll just have to see what happens, to be honest, guys. Like, it's a nice card. I like the artwork and everything, but we'll have to see what happens with the actual deck and how it plays in the Code of the Duelist era. But anyway, guys, let's go on to the next card, which is Spellbook of Rudra. So, new Spellbook support, guys. It's a normal spell card, and its effect is, send to the graveyard one Spellbook monster from you control, or one Spellbook card in your hand or field, except Spellbook of Rudra, and if you do, draw 2 cards. You can only activate one Spellbook of Rudra once per turn. So, you control a blue boy, you contribute said blue boy, draw 2 cards. You have a dead Spellbook card in hand, you can discard that Spellbook card and draw 2 cards. Very good card. Very good card in my opinion. Just being a not a +2, not a +1, but just being able to deck fin a bit more in the Spellbook deck may help the deck out. May bring it to a tier 2 status sort of thing, purely because it will speed up the deck a little, help it get to its more combo piece plays faster. It'll be interesting to see what this card does, in my opinion. But until we actually get the new spellbook cards, we won't know how it will do. So it's a very interesting card in my opinion, being able to draw 2 cards. Yeah, it's something that I didn't expect Konami to actually give us. But yeah, guys, let's go on to the next support card, which is Defense Zone, which is for UAs. From the looks of it, it's a field spell card, and its effect is: while a player controls a monster in their main monster zones, cards in that player's spell and trap card zone that are in the same column as those monsters cannot be destroyed by their opponent's card effects. Also, their opponent cannot target those cards with card effects. What? While a player controls a monster in the main monster zones, okay, cards in that player's spell and trap card zone that are in the same column as those monsters cannot be destroyed by their opponent's spell and trap. What? That's... Huh. So, this is basically all-round protection for back row. Because if you control 5 monsters, then your opponent can't touch your back row whatsoever. Like, literally, your opponent can't MST you, your opponent can't Twin Twister you, your opponent can't Cosmic Cyclone you. Wait, can they Cosmic Cyclone? Yeah, they can still Cosmic Cyclone you. But they can't destroy your spell and trap cards, which is actually pretty good. Oh, no, you can't Cosmic Cyclone because you can't target. But that's actually an interesting card, Defense Zone. It looks like UA support to me, to be first. I hadn't read this card yet, so it's interesting to know. Interesting to know that this card is actually quite good. Okay, yeah, that's interesting, guys. Not gonna lie. So the next card we're talking about is a new Gear Gear support, and if this ain't Gear Gear support, I don't know what is. So it's Transmission Gear, a normal trap card, and its effect is: during damage calculation, if a monster you control battles an opponent's monster, play a game of rock, paper, scissors. Play a game of rock, paper, scissors. What? Alright. With your opponent. If the result is a draw, play again, and make the losing player banish their battling monster face down. Dimensional Prison is better than this card. Guys, like, they actually made a card that does rock, paper, scissors. Why did they lie to me twice in a row? Like, this looks like UA support. This looks like Gear Gear support. It even has gear in the name. Yet. Okay, yeah. That's interesting, I suppose. This isn't a great card in my opinion. Dimensional Prison is better. Like, honestly, guys, don't play this. Don't play this card. So yeah, let's get, and the last card we're talking about is Slow Life. Now, Slow Life is a continuous spell card. Its effect is: activate this card only if your opponent controls no monsters. At the start of your main phase, controls no monsters at the start of your main phase. Neither player can special summon monsters during the turn they normal summon / set a monster. Okay. Sure. Neither player can normal summon / set monsters during the turn they special summon a monster. So you can't Brilliant Engine with this card on board. You can't normal summon if you pendulum with this card. So this is all around a fuck you card. You're not playing the game. this is a floodgate of floodgates, guys. This is just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, literally, guys, this is slow down the game with maximum, because you're locking your opponent either into special summons or normal summons, and usually you need both nowadays, especially in Stargrail. So, side deck card for Stargrails instantly. I mean, Matt, I think. Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Yeah. So life, guys. The new floodgate. The new floodgate. Not Vanity's Emptiness, but yeah, still good. Plus, it's a spell card, so instantaneous usage. But yeah, guys, that's all the cards that I wanted to talk about. We have some really interesting cards here, like Zorbina, the new Spiral card, this thing, Rock Paper Scissors, yeah. Yeah, we have some really interesting new cards coming out in the Code of the Duelist. I can't wait to see what they actually do. New trap trick support and all. But yeah, guys, that is the video. Tell me what you think of these cards in the comment section below. Tell me if you think they're interesting. Tell me if you think they're good. Tell me if you think they're bad. Give me all your opinions in the comment section below. And guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Also, press the notification button to be notified of my future Yu-Gi-Oh videos. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Robobat1. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos, and check out the links in the description for the previous video, and the link to my Facebook page where you can see previous videos that I've posted there, and any other information that I may have posted there. I hope to see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.